Now on CoastTV News.
One more hot day for Delmarva, then increasing showers and storms, and watching a tropical storm, Debbie, spinning over Georgia. The remnants will bring rain and some wind to us later in the week. I'll have those forecast details coming up.
And Debbie makes move north. Bob is tracking the tropical storm. We look at some of the damage it is leaving behind.
Neighborhood battle brewing. We look at both sides of the conflict over live music at Lewis's Big Oyster Brewery.
White Marlin Open opening, the fish that was the story for the first day of competition, as we get you ready for day two.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Tuesday, August 6, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
And Paige, we are looking at another sunny day today. Yes. I know I'm stealing some of Bob's thunder, but we also know something else is coming later in the week.
Was that you saying you were stealing his thunder leading up to?
Oh, I did. That was unintentional.
That was good, though.
But it was good. I must admit that. Thanks, Paige.
Yeah, of course. So there's your little hint. Bob, as we bring you in, thunder. Is it in our future?
Yeah, in the business, they call that giving it away. Oh, it's okay, Matt. I think we all knew that eventually the weather will start to go downhill, but not today. It's one last hot day for Delmarva, then it does start to cool off. We're looking at temperatures in the 70s this morning, very mild, mid to upper 70s, even mild at the coast this morning with a light southwesterly breeze. We're clear right now. I checked visibility. That's good. We've got some high clouds across southern parts of Delmarva right now and back into Virginia. And here is Debbie now over land, so it has weakened to a tropical storm, and the coast of South Carolina getting inundated with water. They could have real problems, catastrophic flooding there as this slowly moves to the north with time. But today we're in good shape. We're looking at temperatures in the 70s, then 80s, and by noon, upper 80s and lower 90s. A little bit of a breeze out of the south, some clouds in the afternoon, upper 80s and lower 90s, inland 70s and 80s at the beaches. Maybe an isolated shower or storm as we go into the evening hours as the winds pick up from the south, and feels like temperatures will be into the mid to upper 90s away from the coast and 80s and lower 90s at the beaches. It does cool down as the rain picks up, and the latest on the remnants of Debbie and when we can expect those in Delmarva coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Bob. Right now, people in Georgia are dealing with the aftermath of all that flooding you see on your screen, and weather experts are forecasting as much as 10 to 20 inches of rain through Thursday for coastal Georgia and the South Carolina low country due to Tropical Storm Debbie.
And we're going to check in now, the Ocean City Inlet. This is from earlier this morning. What you're going to be looking at is just before 4 o'clock. One boat making its way out to the Atlantic Ocean that we can see because of the time of day. We are guessing that is the one of the participants of the White Marlin Open. 318 boats have registered to try to reel in some big fish for a cash prize. But things are looking a bit different for the 51st year of the White Marlin Open. This event was set to end August 9th. However, the final day will now be pushed to the 10th. The change was due to some possible windy offshore conditions that could affect the anglers. Robert Billy is ready to head out on his boat and says he hopes he won't be fishing in a storm.
Today was supposed to be worse than tomorrow, but as it turned out overnight, it changed. And I'm finding out from friends that are out there now that it's pretty nice out. So kind of regret it, but it is what it is. We got to stick to the plan. And right now the plan is go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, you still got some time. One boater also said that the weather may be the reason why fewer boats entered this year, because last year the event had 400.
And now let's take a look at the White Marlin leaderboard with 1 day of fishing in the books. 199 boats went out and $8.5 million of estimated prize monies on the line. So we have 3 boats on the board in the tuna category. Control Alt Delete out of Ocean City with Bart Marchant boated a fish that was 178.5 pounds, and right behind them in second place was Robert Huggins tuna, weighing in at 166.5 pounds. Bob Wilson on MJ's rounds out the leaderboard with a 164.5 pound catch.
Staying in Ocean City, OC Town Council focusing on zoning requirements for weed shops in town. A second reading has been scheduled for its new ordinance. Now, this ordinance would control the hours of operation for retail stores. Also, add rules that govern location. The ordinance passed unanimously after the first reading. There was no public comment. The second reading of this ordinance will be at Town Council's next meeting. That's August 19th. The rules go into effect at the end of that meeting unless otherwise petitioned.
A petition on tap in Lewis would crack down on some outdoor festivities at the Big Oyster Brewery. Some people who live nearby in the city say they want the volume turned down. And as Coast TV's Mallory Messner shows us, the business has canceled live music for the time being, but support is pouring in to bring it back.
LaToya Cook lives in the Jefferson Apartments. She says her neighbor, the Big Oyster Brewery, plays music too loud.
It was extremely loud. It was disturbing because at a certain time of the day, you don't really think, because especially when it's the kids over here and stuff.
And she's not the only one with that opinion. A petition states that in June, the Big Oyster applied with the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commissioner to expand the square footage of its licensed patio. It also says the business wants a variance to allow for live entertainment, speakers and amplifiers, a paging system, and a wet bar on its backyard patio. But Big Oyster manager Dominic Dorsey says they're not trying to add to what's already on the property.
So the stage is technically off the property of the restaurant, which our liquor license. We got a revision last month, so if you see it, we have a parking lot back there, so it's already a part of the property. We're just trying to get revised so we can have the permit back for the music.
The brewery says it's facing opposition to its live music, outdoor speakers, and children's play area, and is now asking for signatures on its support letter. We spoke with a neighbor in the lodge community across the street who didn't want to appear on camera but said the music isn't a problem. Kaylee Oliphant agrees.
We usually can hear it when we're sitting at the park, so we usually just kind of like sit down and just chill and vibe to it.
Signatures pouring in for and against live music at the Big Oyster Brewery. Mallory Metzner, Coast TV News.
And for a little context, we wanted to find out if noise was a problem late into the night. So we called the Big Oyster Brewery, and they said their live music generally stopped around 7 p.m. Big Oyster says the complaint has been submitted to the Delaware Alcoholic Beverage Control Commissioner. That has led to an upcoming hearing necessitating immediate changes at the brewery.
The Indian River School District is stepping up security at sporting events this year. New weapons detection systems are planned for Indian River and Sussex Central High Schools. That's according to the district. These systems are going to be used for football and basketball games, possibly other events. District officials say screening procedures, they may vary by location. It was back in February. There was a shooting at Sussex Central High School during a basketball playoff game.
Site work underway for Phase 1 of the granary at Draper Farm Development on Sand Hill Road in Milton. First phase of construction is set to build over 170 homes. You can see some of the progress right there on your screen. In total, the development will bring over 1,000 homes on 450 acres of land. And we do need to note that there is no relation to Coast TV's parent company, Draper Media.
All right, I'm going to say it's my favorite part of the morning. We're talking the final week of the 2024 Paris Olympics continues today, and that is a live look at, of course, Paris. Only on Coast TV can you tune in for events like beach artistic swimming, never heard of that, basketball, and a canoe sprint. Team USA, yeah, we're crushing the Olympics this year. So let's recap where we currently stand with our medal count.
Yeah, Paige, you just alluded to it. Team USA still #1 in overall medal count with a total of 79. We are now a whole 26 medals ahead of the next nation, which is China. We are tied with China in gold medals, and also in the total medal count are Great Britain, Australia, and South Korea. And rounding out the top 9, Japan, Italy, and the Netherlands.
All right, now let's take a look at some of these face-offs we've been doing for you guys. You guys have been voting for some of your favorite summer games. Not a big surprise here. Gymnastics, 70% of you voted as your favorite. 30% of you said track and field.
I'm going to go a little surprise, Paige.
Really?
Because I feel like these are the two most popular events in the Olympics, and the gap is, that's the surprising part.
I see. That makes sense. I see. You thought it'd be more 50-50?
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, well, hey, if you want to make it 50-50, you track and field fans, go vote. Go to coasttv.com/vote. We'll keep you updated.
We have some breaking news. Kamala Harris is now officially the Democratic nominee for president after the Democratic National Committee released the results of their virtual roll call vote.
All right, it was earlier this morning. It showed she has secured the delegates needed. NBC's Susan McGinnis has the latest on Harris's choice for a running mate happening today.
After much suspense, anticipation, and guesswork, today's the day. Vice President Kamala Harris names her running mate. The announcement coming after Harris officially becomes the party's nominee, making history as the first woman of color at the top of a major party ticket. The unveiling of her VP expected to include a video message, social media posts, text messages to supporters, and appeals for donations.
Hey, everybody. Hey, how are you?
In the final hours, the smart money still focused on Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, a must-win swing state. But political insiders say don't count out Arizona Senator Mark Kelly or Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and others. Harris and her new wingman rally tonight in Philadelphia, then kick off a battleground state tour covering Wisconsin, Michigan, North Carolina, Arizona, and Nevada.
Please welcome the next Vice President of the United States, Senator J.D. Vance.
And in the most sincere form of flattery, Trump running mate J.D. Vance holds rallies in several of those same states. With polls showing a dead heat, the Trump campaign blaming Biden and Harris for the stock market drops.
We have never been down 1,000 points ever, not even intraday on the NASDAQ.
Bidenomics is working. It's working.
Attack ads, a sure sign of a tight race with 3 months to go to Election Day. Susan McGinnis, NBC News, Washington.
All right, well, we're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, page expanding literature and learning in the first state. We'll tell you why a bilingual book collection means so much to one family with young children.
Also expanding health services in Milton, what you can expect from a new BB facility in the town.
And tiny homes in Lewis, the ongoing battle for more affordable places to live continues. That story and more when Coast TV News Today returns.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it. The expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water. Or maybe into some hot water, if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Our law firm has been helping folks in Delaware for over a decade. Our team is experienced in handling personal injury and wrongful death cases, and our track record speaks for itself. Right here in Delaware, we settled a motor vehicle collision case for $3.25 million. You may think that your case is small, but at our law firm, we treat every case like it's a big case. Choose the right team.
Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico. WriteLawyersRightNow.com.
Don't let other water heating services pressure you into making unnecessary fixes. Let the experts at Paradise Plumbing guide you.
We are locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience to help you identify the solution that will best fit your needs. Get your hot water flowing fast with a quick recovery heater from Rheem, in stock and ready to install for under $2,000. Pay nothing for 30 days or take advantage of our Pay Today discount. Call Paradise Plumbing today or visit us online at paradiseplumbingde.com.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in appliances, to ensure that you not only get the best product for your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
It's always fun bringing clients into Delmarva Design Center. No matter how much they want to spend, there's always an option for people to pick something that they like.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
5:13 on our Tuesday morning. Bay Health Cam and Dover. A little hazy out there, 78 degrees. Very, very warm, setting up to be a hot day. Mid to upper 70s out the door this morning, and the winds are light from the southwest, very muggy. We're seeing a lot of stars out there, just some high clouds across the southern tip of Delmarva. And of course, we continue to watch Tropical Storm Debbie spinning across Georgia. It's going to take a few days to get up here. It'll affect us later in the week. On the golf course today, stay hydrated with water. Putted in the good category just because it's another hot day. A high of 90, feeling like mid to upper 90s. It may be a stray afternoon or evening thunderstorm.
Happening today, a road closure in Milford that drivers should plan ahead for. Fox Run Road between Patriots Way and Betts Pond Road will be closed through August 26th, and during that time, crews will be working on the North Millsboro bypass. As we move on, the Food Bank of Delaware is expanding its donation guidelines. The organization announced it will now accept fresh produce from both backyard gardeners and local farmers for those in need. Food Bank is asking that all fresh produce be clean and not placed in trash bags. Lewis continues to discuss adding accessory dwelling units. This is to increase affordable housing in the city. ADUs can be smaller, additional houses on a property that has a main house. They can also be garage apartments. City Planning and Building Manager Janelle Cornwell says they are still ironing out details. The current proposal would allow up to 900 square feet.
Are you a charger hog? That's what some people are being accused of. Charger access has been a sore point among electric vehicle owners for years. There are charger hogs who stay plugged in until they're at 100%. Are you not supposed to do that? They cause backups at stations. Electrify America, one of America's biggest charging companies, is experimenting with a solution to avoid slow and unpleasant travel in an EV. Once a car's battery is at 85% charged, charging will automatically stop. What? Are we only charging our phones to 85%? Okay, anyways, not my business. As we move on, today Boeing executives are set to face questions from the National Transportation Safety Board. NTSB is holding 2 days of public testimony on January's in-flight door plug blowout. According to the agenda, the board is planning to ask about the lack of documentation that led to the plane being delivered to Alaska Airlines without critical bolts in place. Still ahead this morning, we're talking new healthcare services in Milton. What services new BB Healthcare facility will provide?
It's a warm start in Salisbury, 77 this morning on the Spicer Brothers camera. Good visibility out the door, and it's one last hot day, and then increasing chances for showers and storms. And then we're watching for the remnants of Debbie to bring more substantial rain and wind end of the week and a part of the weekend, not a weekend washout. I'll track it on Futurecast in 2 minutes.
What are people saying about that furniture store?
Your pricing is absolutely rock bottom. Very high quality names.
Brand new items straight from the manufacturer.
Fabulous for the quality.
They could be a showroom sample, they could be a discontinued item.
Which is why we can mark it down 50 to 80% off of regular price.
And anybody that doesn't believe it can look them up for retail prices online.
We can Google it real quick.
And you'll see that you're getting a real buy here.
I like to save money, and we want you to save money too.
3 miles south of Delmar.
My dad just wrapped up a new well at this beautiful new home in Delmar. Let's hear from these happy new homeowners.
I didn't really expect him to finish up in 6 inches of mud.
But he did it. We were very happy with the quality of the job they done.
He's nothing but the best products.
And we highly recommend them.
I don't recommend a lot of people, but I would recommend Daisy's Well Drilling. They're just a phone call away.
Way to go, Dad. Daisy's Well Drilling. Family owned and operated since 1941.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Through August 31st, get $1,500 off, plus free hardware. And no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis,
the restoration and remodeling experts.
Spark your senses at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Rehoboth Beach. Food lovers, home chefs, and tea enthusiasts rejoice. Smell and sample your way through hundreds of exotic spices and teas from around the world. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. Talk to our tea experts and learn the wellness benefits of drinking fresh, loose-leaf premium teas. Find a tasteful gift for that special someone or join us for an in-store cooking demo. Find your way to flavor at the Spice and Tea Exchange on the Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Sister locations in Annapolis, Maryland, and Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 5:17, and you are now looking live at Ocean City. Today's White Marlin Open participants making their way. They go about 50, 60 miles offshore for fishing today. Bob, you've been busy today. You're not only tracking what we have going on here, but you also are keeping your eye on that tropical storm that's heading north.
Yeah, a lot to unpack in the weather department, Matt. And good day for fishing, by the way. Offshore swells about 4 to 8 feet. I think the weather will be good, a little breezy. All in all, hope somebody pulls in a big fish, white marlin. Anyway, here are the weather headlines. It's a last hot day, not forever, just in this little time slot. Near 90 degrees today. Heat index around 94 to 99 degrees. We're looking at a stalled out front as we go into the midweek time period. That will give us cooler temperatures, some rounds of rain rains and thunderstorms as well. Then we're watching Tropical Storm Debbie for Friday into Saturday with some heavy rain, some gusty winds, and maybe some flooding possible. The models are really all over the place as far as just how much rain we'll see from Debbie. More on that coming up. But out the door right now, it's not bad. 75 in Delmar, Redden 76, Seaford 76 degrees. Ocean Pines right now, you're at 75. We've got a southwesterly breeze bringing in more of that humidity as we have mainly clear skies over Delaware, but we have a few clouds over the southern tip of Delmarva right now. But all in all, not bad as high pressure hangs on. But here you can see the big swirl. This is Tropical Storm Debbie over land, so it lost hurricane status, and it's just pumping all this very heavy rain into the low country of South Carolina. They could see 15 to 25 inches of rain, catastrophic flooding there. So hopefully they make it through okay. And we will continue to track this system slowly moving up to the north. It could actually move off back into the ocean again, strengthen into a hurricane possibly, and then move back on shore across the Carolinas as we go into Friday. And then it's up in our neck of the woods by early Saturday, making its closest pass to Delmarva around 2 a.m., right around the D.C. area, and then it's moving out to sea after that. You can see all the spaghetti plots showing the main track will be pretty much right over the top of us. Here's Futurecast. We're looking at temperatures quickly warming through the 80s into the low 90s later on this afternoon, and we could see a stray shower or a thunderstorm. Then through the overnight, we could see a few more showers and storms beginning to develop, especially into Wednesday morning. And because of cloud cover and the numerous showers and storms on Wednesday, it will be a little cooler, 70s to close to 80s, so that'll be nice. But we could see pockets of heavy rain as this moisture is of tropical origin, and that continues as we go into your Thursday. And then we start to see the beginnings of the remnants of Debbie heading our way as we go later Friday and on into Saturday. It looks like the center could pass just to our west. Maybe the heavier rain is just to our west, but we'll see a round of gusty winds early Saturday, and then it does clear out for the weekend. The models yesterday had about 5 to 9 inches of rain. Now they're saying about 1 to 2.5 inches. So we'll have to fine tune that. But by Sunday, I'm guessing many of us over 2 inches of rain, and maybe winds up to 38 miles per hour, so up to 40, maybe tropical storm gusts as we go into Saturday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 90 today, and then we start to increase the showers and storms. It does cool into the lower 80s with the heavier rain, and then the remnants of Debbie Friday into Saturday, and then it does dry out Sunday into Monday. So the weekend totally a washout. Tom Allen is our umbrella winner today from Georgetown. Congratulations, Tom, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. New healthcare services have made their way to Milton. BB Healthcare has a new facility right off of Milton-Ellendale Highway. This building is one-stop shop for anyone who may need blood work, a mammogram, or routine checkup. And Dr. David Tam told Coast TV about the importance of the new facility.
When you think about all the communities further west that have no care or very little care, when you talk about Ellendale and some of the western parts of this county, and for us, building it in Milton means that we can take care of all those different people wherever they are, centered here in a place that's growing.
And the facility has started seeing patients. Walk-in appointments are from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m.
After the break, we'll tell you how a new bilingual book collection is strengthening language skills for children in Delaware.
Have you ever needed some help with selection and design layout in your renovated tile bathroom project, kitchen backsplash, or any other tile project? You don't have to go across the bridge. The professionals at East Coast Tile and Flooring offer the largest selection to assist architects, designers, and homeowners on any size project in all price ranges. East Coast Tile and Flooring has the quality, knowledge, and expertise you need. Call East Coast Tile and Flooring today for a design consultation.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Accurate termite and pest control. Our professional pest management program includes year-round protection, 4 seasonal visits or more, and pest-free peace of mind. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
They're not just pets. To us, they're family. With Holloway Pet Cremation Services, you can afford to treat them with the same care and respect as any member of your family. Our compassionate team will make prompt arrangements to receive your pet into our care for individual cremation. Plus, Holloway has so many beautiful ways to treasure them forever. Ask about adding our Forever With Me keepsake package, including an engraved urn, ink ball print, lock of fur, and a keepsake of your choice. Holloway Pet Cremation Services, serving all of Delmarva.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Imagine a home that truly reflects your unique style and sophistication. Welcome to Bay to Beach Builders. Step into the brand new Idea Home and Design Studio in Greenwood, where your dream home takes shape. Select every style, every color, and every detail. Our design specialists will guide you through every step. Experience the unmatched quality of Amish craftsmanship, blended seamlessly with modern design. And the best part, our homes are surprisingly affordable, starting at under $200,000. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
Delmarva's Classic Rock. Big 107.7.
Accurate termite and pest control. A new season is coming and so are the pests. They want in. Trust Accurate to keep them out year-round. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
The Dolly Parton's Imagination Library program, which provides free books to children monthly from birth to 5 years old, was launched by Governor Carney's administration statewide in 2020. Now, a bilingual book collection is available for all families in the first state, making Delaware one of 6 states offering the bilingual option. A mother of 3 girls explained to CoastTV what this new bilingual option means to her.
I think it's beautiful to see how Spanish is also being taught in other ways, not only in school, but through books. Because I remember when I was growing up, I was a bilingual kid, and I didn't see Spanish, books in libraries or in schools, and I think it's beautiful to see it now for my kids and for other kids as well.
We are looking at a beautiful beach day across the coast. Ocean City, upper 70s today, a mix of sun and clouds. Fenwick Island into the low 80s. Waves around 2 to 4 feet, but for the anglers offshore for the fishing tournament, about 4 to 8 feet. Lewis, upper 80s today, and Rehoboth, middle 80s. On the Bayside, UV index is high, and you'll be in the mid 80s in Cambridge, but feeling about 5 to 7 degrees warmer because of the heat index. And Crisfield into the mid 80s. We start to cool down as rain chances increase. More on that and tracking Debbie for the end of the week into the weekend. That's coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you. Also coming up after the break, rising tensions in the Middle East. We're telling you the impact of a suspected rocket attack on U.S. forces in Iraq.
Reeling in more business, how the White Marlin Open contributes to the Ocean City economy.
And Tropical Storm Debbie damaging parts of the U.S. We're showing you parts of Georgia and how they're struggling with flooding when CoastTV News Today returns.
When you're ready to build an extraordinary custom home or an exceptional commercial building, Brendan T. Warfel is here for you. From high-end residential homes to customized commercial facilities, Brendan T. Warfel will provide you with honest and upfront pricing, personal service, and stunning finished products. Choose quality. Choose Brendan T. Warfel.
I build every home as if my family's going to live in it. If my name's going on it, it's going to be done right. I guarantee it.
With Brendan T. Warfel, excellence comes standard.
Since 1995, Dogfish Head has been exploring goodness in coastal Delaware. Discover the first brew pub in the first state, Brewings and Eats, for scratch-made favorites and brew pub exclusives. Visit the Milton Brewery for daily tours and over 40 beer and cocktail taps. Indulge at our seafood and cocktail spot, Chesapeake and Maine, and unwind and recharge at the Dogfish Inn, our base camp for beer lovers and adventure seekers alike. Experience Dogfish Head in coastal Delaware. Cheers.
Thinking of remodeling your home's exterior? Leaving your home uncared for can lead to future damages and costly repairs.
Don't chance it.
Advance it. Whether it's building your outdoor dream deck or updating your home's roof or siding, we provide quality craftsmanship for all your home remodeling needs. Our experienced consultants will ease you through the process from the initial phone call to the installation, so you can find a look you'll love for years to come.
Call us today and ask about our summer specials.
Don't chance it, advance it.
Get wild on your beach vacation at Coastal Wilds.
Meet over 35 different animal ambassadors with up-close and hands-on encounters. Swim with otters, hang out with sloths, and even cuddle a kangaroo. Join us for special events like Sippin' with Sloths, kangaroo yoga, and more. Only 15 minutes from Ocean City and Bethany Beach. Book your experience today at coastalwilds.org. Coastal Wilds, the world of animals, is waiting for you.
Now on CoastTV News.
One more hot day for Delmarva, then increasing showers and storms, and watching Tropical Storm Debbie now spinning over Georgia. The remnants will bring us rain and some wind later in the weekend, a part of Saturday. Details coming up.
Tropical storm as Bob works on what we could expect later this week. A look at what communities in the south are experiencing with Debbie.
In Ocean City, retail reefer rules, the changes being made in the town that could go into effect later this month.
What is different at the White Marlin Open? Some of the new rules in effect this week for anglers attempting to bring home a big fish and a big prize.
This is CoastTV News Today.
August 6, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensy. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
And the time is 5:30, and all I can say is it's an extra busy day for our meteorologist, Bob Trahi.
Definitely a lot coming our way this whole week. So let's bring in Bob now. Bob, what are we looking at for today and really just the rest of this week?
Well, we've got changes on the way, guys. Today is the hot day, the last real hot day. And then as rain chances increase, it starts to cool down. And then we see the remnants of Debbie by the end of the week. But right now, out the door, don't need the umbrella. No tropical worries this morning. 75 in Delmar, Georgetown, 76. Bethany Beach up to Lewis is pretty mild, 77 in Salisbury. You're mild too, 74, as we do have a light southwest breeze. We've got clear skies. Visibility, not a problem, but we are seeing some clouds making their way into the southern part of Delmarva. Otherwise, it's high pressure. One last nice day, and then here's Debbie. Tropical storm spinning over land over Georgia, and they're getting hammered with a lot of rain across the low country of South Carolina. Eventually, later in the week, Debbie heads our way. But today, it's warm temperatures and, well, hazy sunshine and temperatures in the 80s and low 90s around lunchtime, 70s and 80s at the beaches. I think we'll top out somewhere near 90, many inland locations. Now, we could see a stray storm as we go into the afternoon, but into the evening hours, very warm and muggy with temperatures in the 80s and increasing clouds. And those feels like temperatures pretty rough, mid to upper 90s inland and temperatures in the 80s and 90s along the beaches. UV index today brought to us by Ocean City is a 9, very high. So burn time is 10 minutes. Be extra careful out there, but it does drop quite a bit with the increasing clouds and rain into the medium category Wednesday into Saturday.
Thank you. Now, right now, people in Georgia are dealing with the aftermath of all that flooding you're seeing there on your screen. Weather experts forecasting as much as 10 to 20 inches of rain through Thursday for coastal Georgia and South Carolina low country, of course, due to Tropical Storm Debbie.
Some changes on the line for this year's White Marlin Open in Ocean City, what is claimed to be the world's largest and richest billfish tournament.
Yeah, day 2 of the competition begins today. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappé shows us how this week reels in more people for businesses in Ocean City.
Grab your fishing book, buy some gear, and get ready for the week of the White Marlin Open.
Come on now, let's go.
Brendan Hanley, who owns Pure Lure and sponsors the White Marlin Open, says this is the best week for business.
The White Marlin Open is the largest week for our retail operation of the entire year. It draws in, hundreds of thousands of people to Ocean City for this main event.
Atlantic Tackle has also seen an increase in foot traffic, with people picking out the right gear to help them reel in the biggest fish. But stores along the water are not the only ones receiving extra customers. Amy Thompson, who works for the Ocean City Chamber of Commerce, says everyone gets a piece of that pie.
It's great for town to have all of this crowd, all of this energy here, and some of these anglers are bringing their families, and so they're doing other things. They might be enjoying our Jolly Roger Day or whatever. Yeah, it's a bigger thing than just those boats that go out.
The White Marlin Open's last day will be August 10th, and Hanley hopes the best for everyone.
Man, we just wish all the anglers, safety on the water. Everybody to just have a great, tournament.
With the White Marlin Open bringing thousands of people to Ocean City, Thompson says businesses can expect a busy week. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
The White Marlin leaderboard with one day of fishing in the books. 199 boats went out Monday. There is an $8.5 million estimated prize on the line. We have 3 boats on the board in the tuna category. Control-Alt-Delete out of Ocean City with Bart Marchant boated a fish that was 178.5 pounds. Second place, Robert Huggins tuna weighed in with 166.5 pounds. And Bob Wilson on MJ's had a tuna 164.5 pounds.
Ocean City Town Council is focusing on zoning requirements for weed shops in town. A second reading has been scheduled for its new ordinance. This ordinance would control the hours of operation for retail stores, also add rules that govern the location. Ordinance passed unanimously after the first reading. There was no public comment. The second reading of the ordinance will be at Town Council's next meeting, August 19th, and that law will go into effect at the end of that meeting unless otherwise petitioned.
The Indian River School District is stepping up security at sporting events this year. New weapons detection systems are planned for Indian River and Sussex Central High Schools. According to the district, the systems are going to be used for football and basketball games, possibly other events. District officials say screening procedures may vary by location. If you recall, it was back in February. There was a shooting at Sussex Central High School during a basketball playoff game.
All right, it's the final week of the 2024 Paris Olympics continuing today. There's a live look at Paris. Don't forget, only on CoastTV. You can tune in for events like artistic swimming, basketball, canoe sprint. Team USA is crushing the Olympics this year, so we are going to recap where we currently stand with our medal count.
Yeah, Team USA still number 1 page in overall medals. There's a total of 79, and we are now a whole 26 medals ahead of the next nation, which is China. We tie China in gold medals. Next round of top countries, Great Britain, Australia, and South Korea, and rounding out the top 9, Japan, Italy, and the Netherlands. And the change, the Netherlands has beat out Canada for that top 9 spot.
I was going to say, we're missing somebody.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look now at some of these votes. Ooh, it's been a change we've been looking at. So we're asking you what summer game you're most looking forward to. Gymnastics, just about half hour ago, was at 70
I think it was
percent?
yeah. So a couple votes swayed it a little bit.
You track and field fans, I kind of want to see it get closer to 50-50. I like a nice tight race, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's get some competition going. All right, don't forget, go to coasttv.com/vote and you can vote for your favorite summer game.
And the Olympic Zone continues tonight, right here, Coast TV. It's a daily summary and showcase of up-to-the-minute Olympics content. Really some cool behind-the-scenes features. It sets the stage for the most important action every night of the games. All this happening exclusively on Coast TV at 7:30 during the games.
President Joe Biden shared in a post to X that he's been briefed on developments in the Middle East. In his post, the president noted that he, along with Vice President Kamala Harris, received updates on threats posed by Iran and its proxies, diplomatic efforts to de-escalate regional tensions, and preparations to support Israel should it be attacked again. A defense official confirmed several U.S. personnel are believed to be injured after a suspected rocket attack on U.S. and coalition forces at Al-Assad Air Base in Iraq. The attack came amid growing fears that the Israel-Hamas war would spill over into a wider conflict following assassinations in Beirut and Tehran last week.
A lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up this morning, DART deciding on some changes. We'll tell you when you can learn about what's being proposed and give your thoughts on feedback.
Also making moves in Maryland in a big roster shakeup. The Shorebirds players that were promoted to the Orioles chain to Aberdeen.
And Oyster Week underway, what you can expect from it to learn and when you can attend a festival to wrap up the celebration. Stick with us on Coast TV News today.
Everyone knows us for termites and bed bugs, but don't forget we're also here for all your general pest control needs. Ants, spiders, crickets, rodents, fleas, ticks, and of course, mosquitoes. Bennett Termite is dedicated to protecting our communities from your aggravations and dangers presented by pests of all kinds. If you want to find out the Bennett difference, give us a call today. Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Hey fellas, when your lady says she wants a big rock for Christmas, she may not mean this kind, she may want this kind.
At That Granite Place, we like to say our reputation is carved in stone, and it is. Now we're changing our name to Coastal Countertops. Same local ownership, keeping the same level of quality and service everyone has grown to love. We've also upgraded our machinery to help you with turnaround times. At Coastal Countertops, our reputation will continue to be carved in stone.
Taylor Oil Company leads a family of services offering energy solutions to Delmarva since 1927. Summer heat can be taxing on cooling systems. Now is the time to look into savings offered by the latest energy-efficient heat pumps and air conditioning systems. E.T. Travis can recommend the best solution for your needs with just the right system for your home or business. The Taylor Oil family of services. One number for all your energy needs. Call 410-749-2151. Day or night, our service never sleeps.
At BSD, we're here to serve you, our client. But did you know all that BSD has to offer? Everything for the inside and outside of your home. Decking, siding, trim, stairs, railings, hurricane shutters, kitchen and baths. And we install. As your local Anderson Diamond dealer, we also offer full service on all your Anderson products. Because Anderson backs their product with the best warranty in the industry. Visit one of our showrooms today and we'll show you all we have to offer.
It is 5:40 on our Tuesday morning. Looking pretty good out there in Ocean City right now on our Dry-Tech cam. 66, good visibility. So anglers headed out this morning had pretty flat seas. Looking at temperatures into the mid to upper 70s, Seaford 76, and we have the same number through Georgetown and Milton. Delmar right now at 75 and a light southwesterly breeze. And we're looking at clear skies right now. Just some mid to high level clouds building in across the southern tip of Delmarva. It's one more nice day, and then we're looking at this, the big spin over Georgia. That's Tropical Storm Debbie. That will be heading our way later in the week. But for the golfers today, no tropical troubles. Just kind of hot and humid, 90 degrees, but feeling like mid to upper 90s. And watch for a stray storm later on. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. I just updated it. It's sponsored by Baird Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Take a look at this, everybody. The Lewis Fire Department had a visit from a furry friend on Saturday who was saved by the crew's quick response team. This is after a car accident led to a building fire. The crew quickly extinguished the fire and prevented any further spread in the building to allow their new friend, JR, to exit the building safely. JR stopped by to show his gratitude towards the entire fire department.
Very sweet. Hey, don't forget, today marks the second day of Inland Bay's Oyster Week. Today, the organization says you can learn about the oyster growing process on a Cape Water tour boat trip to one of the open water shellfish lease areas in Rehoboth Bay. Oyster Week wraps up Saturday with the Delaware Seafood Festival at American Legion Post 28 in Millsboro. This family-friendly event, it runs from 10 to 7 that day. It has live music, seafood contests, and more. It's only $5 to enter or free for kids under 12.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Last night, one athlete on Delmarva saw his dreams of reaching the highest level continue to grow. Delmarva Shorebirds star infielder Aaron Estrada was promoted last night, and it leaves a very large hole in the Shorebirds order. Estrada has earned the call up to the Aberdeen Ironbirds. The third-year pro makes the move from low A to high A thanks to his red-hot bat. The infielder leads the Carolina League in hits with 103, and he's done it while hitting .296. Add in his team-high 31 stolen bases, and he's a dynamic all-around threat. He earned league-wide recognition earlier this season as well, taking home the Player of the Month award in the Carolina League for the month of June. The move to Aberdeen will be the highest promotion in his young career since being signed to the Baltimore organization in January of 2022. The Shorebirds are on the road to take on the Salem Red Sox this week for another 6-game series. First pitch of Game 1 is today at 11:05 a.m. We'll keep you up to date as the series rolls on and how the Shorebirds are able to replace Estrada's production in the lineup. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
Today in our Showbiz Report, good news for fans of Zac Efron, Dragons, and the Minions. Here's David Daniel with a Hollywood Minute.
Zac Efron is assuring his fans he's okay after reports he was briefly hospitalized in Spain. A representative for the star of The Iron Claw and A Family Affair says it was a precaution after a minor swimming incident at a hotel pool. Efron posted on Instagram he's happy and healthy.
News spreads through the realm.
If the Season 2 finale of House of the Dragon left you wanting more, you're in luck. The show's co-creator says Season 3 will go into production early next year, and that the HBO series will likely end with Season 4. And if you can't get enough of the Minions, they're coming to you. Despicable Me 4 lands on digital platforms today and includes 2 new Minion mini-movies. The film is still playing in more than 3,000 theaters and has racked up more than $300 million at the domestic box office. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
We're seeing brightening skies with the sun coming up shortly after 6, and we'll see a lot of sun today in Salisbury right now. 74, just a few clouds, and we're looking at one last hot day for a while, then increasing chances for showers and storms, and watching for the remnants of Debbie to bring some rain and wind for the end of the week into a part of the weekend. I'll track it on Futurecast in 2 minutes.
Chesapeake Healthcare welcomes new adult medicine doctors to their team. Dr. Mitchell Gittleman and his associates are accepting new patients at their office at Winter Place Parkway in Salisbury. Chesapeake Healthcare also expanded their adult medicine team to accept new patients in Pocomoke and their office in Berlin. Together, Chesapeake Healthcare offers an expansive team of adult medicine doctors and practitioners across the Lower Shore in Salisbury, Princess Anne, Berlin, and Pocomoke. Call the office near you today to schedule your appointment.
Go Glass. Repair, replace, upgrade, or enhance. Go Glass is your go-to for everything glass, friendly and fast. From our Infinity insulated glass windows that we bake right here on Delmarva, to auto glass, and from shower doors to beautiful glass railings, even screen porches and patio doors. Go Glass is your one-stop shop for everything glass, friendly and fast. Online at go-glass.com. We're proud to be Delmarva's #1 glass company. Go Glass.
The most incredible shopping on the beach, Bloomy Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, and accessories as cool as an ocean breeze. You'll love this place. We put a smile on your face. You'll love this place. It's Bloomy Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, accessories, and fun. Bloomy Boutique.
Visit Blooming Boutique with 4 convenient locations, 2 in downtown Lewis, Long Neck, and Milford.
The doctors of Delmarva Chiropractic take great pride in offering the finest, most individualized care to their patients and stay on the cutting edge of healthcare and clinical interventions. As winners of Coastal Style and Metropolitan Magazine's Best Chiropractors for 7 years in a row, Doctors Lane, Brown, and Taylor help with conditions such as back pain, sciatica, headaches, concussions, dizziness, and much more. The clinic also offers laser therapy, decompression, acupuncture, and custom orthotics. Call Delmarva Chiropractic today and take the first step toward achieving your maximum potential.
It is 5:47, and we're going to go now to Salisbury. Take a live look there, see what's going on, and it seems like pretty clear, beautiful skies, Bob, but we know that it's not the case really the rest of this week.
Well, it will change, but I think, a lot of us will welcome the rain and certainly the cooler temperatures. The humidity will still be pretty high. Let's check out the weather headlines. Last hot day for a while, near 90 today, but feeling like mid to upper 90s. Then a stall front as we head into tomorrow and Thursday. Cools us down with rounds of rain and some thunderstorms too. And then we're watching for the remnants of Tropical Storm Debbie, bringing some heavier rain, maybe some winds, maybe close to about 40 miles per hour early Saturday, and maybe some flooding possible. The models are kind of all over the place. It's just how much rain we will see from this system. We're looking at temperatures right now in the mid-70s and a light southwest breeze. It's muggy out there and mainly clear, so if you're out and about, looking good. And for the anglers heading out for the White Marlin Fishing Open, the tournament, we're looking at seas around 4 to 8 feet, so not too bad out there. Seeing some clouds across southern Delmarva right now, and then, of course, we're watching Debbie spinning her wheels over southeast Georgia right now. It's overland. It looks like it's weakening a little bit because it is overland, but it's pumping in all this heavy rain into South Carolina, where they could see in excess of 20 inches of rain in some places, and this will slowly start to creep to the north and northeast. It could actually move back over the ocean for a time and then maybe redevelop again into a minor hurricane and then start to move north again through the Piedmont of North Carolina through Friday. And that is just to our west as we go into 2 a.m. Saturday, right over our nation's capital, bringing rain, and then it starts to move out to sea after that. Now, here are the spaghetti plots bringing the majority of the track right over the top of us or just to our west. So as we go through time, we're looking at a warm day today into the low 90s this afternoon, 70s and 80s at the beaches, maybe a stray storm this evening. Otherwise, I think a better chance of seeing some storms developing overnight into Wednesday morning. And because of the tropical origin of this moisture, some heavier rain with some of these storms as we go into Wednesday. And because of the cloud cover. We're cooler with 70s to right around 80 degrees, and then we're continuing with those showers and storms as the flow starts to pick up out of the east, and we start to feel the effects of Debbie moving up from the north, and that will have our winds coming out of the southeast pretty gusty with heavier rain. Now, this model has some of that heavier rain actually west of D.C. as we go Friday into Saturday, with us getting lesser amounts, but we'll see, depending on the track of the system, but gusty winds early Saturday, then to start to clear out on Sunday. As far as rainfall through Friday, about 1.5 inches to 2 inches, and then we'll tack on some more as we go into Saturday. But you can see the grand total is only a little over 2 inches. Yesterday, it was about 4 to 8 inches, so it could fluctuate once again. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 90 today, and then cooling down through the lower 80s as the showers and storms increase, and then the remnants of Debbie Friday into Saturday with some wind mid-80s. But then we clear it out. Sunday looking good, 83, and then 84 on Monday, and mostly sunny.
So much. The Ocean City Police Department's National Night Out is happening tonight. This event is held from 5:30 until 7:30 at Northside Park's West Lagoon Field. Expect some exciting demonstrations, a chance to explore emergency vehicles, even Chief Ross Pizzurro in a dunk tank. That's to raise some funds for the Police Morale Committee.
Georgetown Police Department also holding their National Night Out tonight. This event will be held from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Richard Allen School, and the event is a great way to meet the town's first responders as well as enjoy fun games, delicious food, vehicle tours, and more.
If you like to ride the Dart in Sussex County, there's some new proposals by Delaware Transit Corporation. The state wants to hear your thoughts on them this week. Officials are proposing that the Route 215 service to Rehoboth to Millsboro be stopped after 9:30 p.m. That's due to low ridership. Also proposed, the route to Georgetown Professional Park on Route 212 would stop due to a small amount of riders. If approved, these changes could go into effect in November. There will be a community workshop at the Georgetown Public Library tomorrow to share your opinions.
I got some troubling news here this morning. Salisbury police will continue to search for the suspect in a deadly shooting that was overnight. It was around 10:35 p.m. Police were called to a home on Clay Street, and there they found a male child in critical condition from a gunshot wound. Police say the child later died from his injuries at the hospital.
Coming up next on Coast TV News Today, the latest data shows COVID-19 cases are on the rise in the U.S. We'll tell you what experts say, why that is, and when people can expect an updated vaccine.
Looking a little hazy right now in Dover on our Bay Health cam, but warm, 78. It's our last hot and muggy day, or last hot day at least. Still muggy with increasing showers. Then late week rain and wind from Debbie, nothing too severe. It does clear up for the weekend. Your forecast details coming up.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Sponsored by Pohanga Kia of Salisbury.
Hey everyone, Sam here from Coastal Home Roofing and Siding. I'm really bad at commercials, but we're really good at this. Coastal Home Roofing and Siding is your source for expert exterior remodeling. From siding and windows to decks, porches, and more, with free estimates, no money down, and lifetime warranties available. As a licensed insurance agent, I can help with your claims and do quality work to stand the test of time. For all your exterior needs, call Coastal Home Roofing and Siding. I gotta go.
Cut. When disaster strikes your property, recovering from damages can be tough on your time and your livelihood. The Restoration Group is available 24/7. Water, fire, and mold damage is our specialty. Our certified technicians and our client coordinator will help you navigate the process and give you peace of mind. When it comes to damage, we don't just restore homes and businesses, we restore lives.
Disasters are temporary, relationships are lasting.
Call the Restoration Group today for all your water, fire, and mold needs.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep. Coverage you can count on.
So one of the things that I do that I pride myself on is to be a very personally involved attorney. From the writing of the contract to the settlement, I am involved. We have a team approach. We have real people that work with you in your real estate closing. From the signing of the contract to the closing, we offer all the personal needs you need so that you can have the confidence in the investment that you're making.
Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. Right lawyers, right now.
Less severe, but COVID-19 cases are on the rise again in the U.S. Emergency department visits linked to the virus have been increasing for weeks, according to the CDC.
In fact, the most recent data shows the level of COVID-19 in wastewater across the country is high. Mandy Gaither shows us more on the latest variant spreading and when the updated COVID-19 vaccine is expected to be out.
Right now, it's the most common COVID-19 variant in the U.S. KP3, a descendant of the Omicron variant, is spreading across the country. And if it's been a while since you've been vaccinated, you may be vulnerable.
Immunity, we're learning, lasts around 4 to 6 months. So keep that number in the back of your mind. That is probably the reason that we're seeing a summer surge as the protection wears off from the last set of shots.
The 2024-25 COVID-19 vaccines, expected to be out this fall, will target the JN1 strain. Because it too is in the Omicron family, experts expect it to provide protection against strains currently circulating. The CDC recommends everyone ages 6 months and older receive an updated vaccine to protect against getting severely sick from COVID-19, especially those who are most vulnerable, including those who are immunocompromised, have underlying health conditions, certain disabilities, and seniors.
Also, there's been a lot of discussion recently about a combination shot, COVID and flu. Maybe you've heard about this. It would be COVID and flu in the same shot. Moderna, the pharma company, had some positive trial results with that combination earlier this summer, but we're learning it's not going to be ready for this fall.
The CDC says it is safe to receive the COVID-19 and flu vaccines at the same time. Experts recommend you get both before the end of October. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's now 5:56. We're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day, a very chill puppy on your screen. That is Buddy, who loves sitting with his family and getting puppy pets any time of the day. Buddy was submitted to us by his family in Berlin.
Cute hair, Buddy. You look amazing. We want to keep seeing all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos. Tell us what makes them so great.
You can scan that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV and then watch weekdays 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
5:57 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, as we get ready for the day, we're also keeping an eye on Debbie, Bob.
Yeah, and she's slowly making her way our way. It's going to take a while, a few days. In the meantime, we've got a nice looking day today. Some clouds at times, warm and muggy, close to 90 with a southerly breeze with the humidity. That's going to be the thing that gets you mid to upper 90s. Stay hydrated, even some 90s along the coast. Paul Davis' 10-day forecast does cool off as the rain and storms pick up Wednesday and Thursday, low 80s. And then the remnants of Debbie Friday into Saturday. Not looking like a huge deal at this point with some rain and wind, nothing we haven't seen before with mid 80s. It clears out late Saturday, then Sunday nights, and then nice into early next week and drier and temperatures in the mid 80s.
Thanks, Bob. Coming up in our next hour, White Marlin Open Day 2 with an extra day to fish, the change in strategy for some anglers and the big fish that were brought to the scales on Monday. That and more when Coast TV News Today continues.